Hi, I'm Zofia. Look at these lovely lettuces. Aren't they amazing? Look how well they're growing. And this lovely bedhead that was found on hard rubbish has got a very important task to do. And you can see that the sweet peas are starting to grow. It'll be full of flowers soon, and it will cover up that whole bedhead. Okay, today we're going to look at, so when you finish with a crop at the end of a season, what do you do? Okay, so I'm going to look at my brassica garden bed, which has broccoli and broccoletti there that have finished. They're finished now. See, it's the end of winter and spring is just around the corner. So as you can see, I had to cover my broccoli with a net because of the white cabbage moth. Remember I told you how the cabbage moth likes to lay her eggs on the leaves? And the caterpillars that emerge are incredibly hungry and they can destroy a whole crop. Well, the crop has not been destroyed. It has grown beautifully and it has given me lots of fruit. So I don't need this net now. So my first chore is to remove the net. Now you'll notice that I use these pins. These are incredible. I can use them for so many things. They're quite expensive to buy a bag of them, but I have had them for years. Reuse them all the time. The job is done now, and what I'll do is I will dry this on the clothesline, roll it up and put it into a place where it's nice and dry for next time. Okay, so these broccolettis have now finished, so it's just a matter of pulling them out, and the chooks are going to love eating these. Now the chooks don't just like the leaves, they love the stem. So what I do is I cut the stem off and I get a hammer and I bang it down, and all the inside of the stem are broken up and they love them, they're so delicious. I'm like King Kong. So, phew, that took a lot of cardio, pulling all of that out, but God, I feel good. So, here I've got an empty bed now, and I need to prepare it for the next crop. So what do I do there? First of all, there's some coriander growing out the front, so I'm not going to disturb those, I'm going to keep them growing. But I'm going to clear everything else off, all these leaves and other little things that are growing. Then I have to remove my irrigation. Why should I remove my irrigation, you ask? Because I need to dig up this garden, so I need that space to dig it up and then add compost to the garden. So this is quite a long irrigation pipe. I actually put together 2 normal-sized ones to fit this bed. It's quite a big bed, this one. There we go. Remove all of this. Keep the pins, of course. They can be used over and over again. Seems to be going on forever. It's quite a long pipe. Now, what I do with this irrigation, this soaker hose, is I lay it on the ground in a continuous way, and I have to check to see if there are any cracks in the hose. And if there are, then I have to join them. For example, here is part of the hose that was cracked. So I cut them nice and neatly, and I put a joining piece here to join them up. So I've always got to check before I put my soaker hose on the bed again. I've got to make sure that it's still viable, that it still can do its job. So how do I find out if there are cracks or not? Well, firstly, I just spread the hose out. Then I get the garden hose and I connect it to this soaker hose. Let's do that. Then I put the hose on full bore and I watch and I notice if there are any squirts, because if there's a big squirt, that means there's a crack. And so I identify those squirting bits. I put a marker there, and I know that I have to put a connector there. And if you look at this so far, this has no squirts whatsoever. Wow, that's less of a job that I have to do. So this one is fine. Good. Less work for me there. Right, so that's the second step. So the first step was to remove the netting. The second step is to remove the soaker hose and to test it. I'll turn it off now. Okay, so now I've removed the hose. I'm going to have to dig it all up. Oh, wow. But I think I'm tired already today, so I'll do that another day. And once I've dug it up, I then put on this beautiful homemade compost. Look at that, it's so luscious. And dig that in again. Then the next step after that, do you know what the next step is? Putting the hose back. I'm going to put the soaker hose back in place, and then it's ready for planting. My goodness, what can I plant this coming summer, for this coming summer? We start planting in spring. Well, actually, I grow the seeds in my greenhouse. So what do you think would be good to grow here? So in the summertime, we can grow green beans. Actually, these arches could be very helpful because the beans like to climb. Or we can grow tomatoes. Again, these arches can help to support the tomatoes. Or cucumbers. Now, cucumbers like to climb too, so they could be planted here as well. Or pumpkin. Pumpkin's another one. What else can we plant? There's so much that we can plant for summer. There is a lot more to choose from for summer planting than there is for winter planting. So, do you have any suggestions? What do you think I should plant out here at the front? I'd love to hear what you have to say. Okay, well that's it for today. I'm going to sit down and have a bit of a rest at my lovely table that I found on Hard Rubbish. See you next time, and I'm really looking forward to your suggestions about what I can plant. Bye.